Hey, good morning, my friends. MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here. What a wild weather ride it is. People ask me, is this the new norm? There really is no norm in weather. Will we have warmer winter days? Yeah, it appears as though we are definitely in a, warming cycle of the globe. But we'll also have winter too. Hey, let's say hi to some folks. Stacy Nag said, what a light show last night. Yes, it certainly was. Regina Chenault, thanks for watching. Chris McLean, thanks for watching. Patty Russell, good morning to you. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. What don't we have to go over? Well, a little bit less today than yesterday. So possibly 2 tornadoes overnight, one in Grand Blanc, which is south of Flint in Genesee Township, or Genesee County, I should say, and then possibly one in the Marshall area, which is south of Battle Creek. As of right now, still unconfirmed, but looking fairly likely that they were, at least the Marshall one. The Grand Blanc tornado could have been just a straight line wind or a very brief touchdown, something like that. I'm looking at, have we ever had a February tornado? We probably have, but it is very rare. Warmest day of February on history yesterday. Most cities set record high temperatures. A lot of cities set record highs by 10, 15 degrees, from 59 to 74 or so. Lansing setting a new record that was, the old record was back in 1867, so I think it was like 157 years ago. And so now a cold winter day, some snow. We don't really deal with the flash freeze, it looks like, as the wind is kind of blowing the pavement dry as the colder air comes in. Be careful, parking lots where it's puddled, yes, you'll see ice form. But let's get into it and show you what's going on, and then we'll talk about a very robust warm-up. And I would dare say that after tonight, snowstorm, I doubt it, highly doubt it, and I'll show you why as we get into it. And remember that a couple of weeks ago I wrote a post, is winter toast, and I said yes, so I want credit for that. Of course, that just jinxed us, and now we know there will be a snowstorm, right? So here's current radar. The lake effect snow is starting to develop. Southwest lower Michigan, you are going to have bands of fairly heavy lake effect snow, but they're turning into thin bands and they're rotating. So they won't stay in any one spot for a long time period, and that limits it to about a 1 to 3 inch snow in the southwest corner, definitely Muskegon to the Holland area, and Grand Rapids, you're probably an inch or 2. Northwest lower, Grand Traverse region, Traverse City, Leelanau County, in through Kalkaska, Mansalona, up toward Petoskey, definitely have off and on lake effect snow, and call it a 3 to 6 inch snow there, with the heaviest spots, highest spots, 8 inches. UP will see a renewed surge of lake effect and heavier there, call it 4 to 12 inches there. Excuse me. So this is the radar forecast, and it'll give you a good feel for how the snow really is going to become kind of banded. And it will, on the strength of this wind, up to gusting up to 45 miles an hour, periods of snow showers will make it this afternoon into Ann Arbor, into the Detroit area, Flint, Lansing, Jackson, Saginaw Bay City, the Thumb. These are spurts, an inch or so. Still warm ground after 74 degrees yesterday. Now we're into 4 and 5 o'clock this afternoon, starting to become more isolated and focus in the northwest part from Cadillac, Ludington, north through Traverse City, up into the UP. The UP starting to get the more well-defined lake effect, heavier lake effect. Now we're into we're to midnight, and essentially the snow winding down in far northern lower Michigan, over in western lower Michigan, and the UP snow bands will probably break down by sometime tomorrow morning. So total snowfall, again, east side of the state, you know, call it an inch here and there, probably not on the roads, but we're going to drop to the mid-20s by noonish in most places on the east side of the state. So still be on the lookout for patchy, isolated icy spots. I'm reading this comment from Mark Ashworth. We had large hail early this morning in the Leroy area. Yeah, I saw 2.5-inch diameter hail as the largest report in, I think that was in Calhoun County near Battle Creek. So west side of the state, Grand Rapids, southwest corner, call it 1 to 3. 3 is going to be very isolated. Cadillac to the Traverse City area to the Mackinac Bridge, let's call it 3 to 6. And in the eastern UP, it's winter, call it 4 to 12 inches of snow in the next 24 hours. Now then we shift gears. So what you're looking at is the upper level airflow. Let me see if I can expand it and make it look a little bit better for you. Okay, so this is the upper airflow out to 16 days. When you see red, that means the upper airflow is expanded and warmer than normal. And it's warmer than normal surface. And when you see blue and greens, it's colder than normal. So this little trough swings through today, and look at already by tomorrow afternoon and evening, the upper level area is expanding. Takes another 12 hours for the warmth to get in. This is Friday. This is Saturday. Look at the robust warm area. This is March 4th. Still remains very stormy, very cold out west. You want to go skiing, head out west. They are having record snowfalls. And now we're into March 6th and March 7th. We continue to stay warmer than normal. Not record warmth, but 5, 10, 15 degrees warmer than normal, which we're at March 9th there. You know, at that point, we have average highs of 42 in the south to, say, 37 northern lower Michigan, 35 the UP. You know, 5, 10, 15 degrees warmer, you're in the 50s. And notice, no cold air anywhere in sight. We're going to look at it a little bit farther out here in a moment. So here's our snow moving through today. Breaks down quickly. Tomorrow, a great travel day. Sunshine will be back. Here's Friday, great travel day. Sunshine warming up. I'll show you the temperatures in just a moment. Sunday looks crazy nice. Straight south wind, unheard of in early March. Straight south wind with sunshine, no lake cooling whatsoever. Next cold front just washes out. Rain showers on Tuesday, and we go into late next week, and maybe we get into rain showers, but still just struggling to find any cold air that would produce anything wintry, other than, of course, today and tomorrow morning. So this is today's highs. We've had them already, actually. We had some actual record high temperatures at midnight last night. Now, tomorrow's cold, but about normal, actually, with highs in the upper 30s, and the sun will be back. Then Friday, we're back to low 50s. Then Saturday, we're back to flirting with 60, if not 60. And then Sunday, this is probably too low. We're in the 60s on Sunday, and I would not be surprised if we're nearing 70. And then Monday is probably a day much like yesterday, you know, 68 to 73, 74. Tuesday, some showers around, but we stay in the 50s and 60s. And then and Wednesday, we're back to the 60s. Thursday, 50s and 60s. Next Friday, 10 days out. Pretty hard for a model to get it exactly right. And one thing we should mention is that anytime we get some clouds and a wind off of a Great Lake near you, northeast wind on the east side of the state, west wind on the west side of the state, you're going to be cooler. You're going to be in the 40s. You're going to have chilly weather, but in general, the weather pattern looks very warm. So we look at that now. 16 days out, this is the surface temperature anomaly. Again, the reds and whatever color that is right there, I don't know if you call it whitish or brownish white, those are temperatures way above normal. And then of course the greens and the purples colder than normal. So we go out 16 days, we get our little cold spell today, tomorrow, then we get what I'm calling a robust big warming trend. And folks, I got to tell you, I've been talking about this. Meteorology has been talking about this for 3 weeks. So we now forecast record events, either warm or cold, 3 weeks out with accuracy. Big victory for meteorology over the years. All the modelers have done and all meteorologists have done is researched to produce more accuracy longer out into the future, and you got to admit it. So this is Monday. We're warmer than normal by 20, 30 degrees. We're into late next week, March 8th, March 9th, something like that. We're 10 degrees warmer than normal. Normal highs then, mid 40s means a lot of 50s. March 10th or 11th, easing back to just a few degrees warmer than normal. March 14th, where is winter? Still 5, 10 degrees warmer than normal. That gets us in the 40s and 50s. So winter is nowhere in sight. And, so today, just be careful. 50-degree temperature drop, which, by the way, I didn't even know we kept the stat, but some of my fellow meteorologists are pointing this out. Great job by them. We have a database that shows this. This 74 yesterday to 24 today could be the largest 24-hour temperature change at Grand Rapids since they started keeping the records in 1963. I didn't even know we kept that type of stat. So be careful today. Tomorrow morning will be cold. We'll get the sunshine back tomorrow, and then it's right on back uphill, whether good or bad, and it is bad. I'm starting to get emails from the fruit growers, and they are very, very nervous, and I understand. That's their livelihood. That's their paycheck. Just think if, we get this in other industries. We go to work and not know if we have a job or an income tomorrow too, but the fruit growers in Michigan, always a gamble for them. Most of the time it pays off. This year is going to be really, really iffy, although I will say that it looks so abnormal that maybe we don't ever go back to a really, really hard freeze. That would be very rare if we did not do that at some point in April, but this year is very rare. Hey, there we go. This is the MLive Morning Weather Update. Ride out the winter if you're sick of it. Ride it out today, first half of tomorrow. Then spring just takes right back off, and in a strong way. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update. Bye.